This is a call to all who have felt the sting of parting, the weight of memories, and the pangs of growth. Are you ready to discover the beauty that lies in letting go and the joy that awaits in new beginnings? Life often leads us to lose connections with people who have been important to us, like family, friends, or loved ones. This can be really painful because while we may still remember them, they may move on without much thought of us. Losing these connections can feel like losing part of our past lives, causing a lot of hurt. It's tough to face the loss of someone who was once so close to us. But it's important not to cling to what's gone and not to push away what's coming next. If we can let go and stay open to new experiences, happiness can find its way to us naturally. Think of it as making room for happiness to find you. When you let go of what's no longer serving you and welcome the unknown with open arms, you create space for joy and fulfillment to enter your life. It's like planting seeds of hope in the soil of your heart and allowing them to blossom into beautiful new beginnings. If you are enjoying this video and want to support this channel, I invite you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this beautiful story with your friends. And if you want to share your thoughts with us, you can leave a comment below and tell us your experience. And now to our story. Once the wise sage Master Zenko shared insightful words about the nature of loss and discovery, which resonated deeply with many. His wisdom rang true in the experiences of those who encountered it. In a village nestled by a river, a young man approached an elderly sage, his face etched with distress and his hands clenched in despair. He poured out his heart, lamenting how he had always found solace and joy by the river near his home. However, recent events had caused him to see the river in a different light, a light tainted by bitterness and cruelty. "Dear sage," the young man implored, "I once found peace by the banks of the river, but now I see darkness. What should I do? How can I reconcile this newfound perception with the river I once loved?" The wise sage listened intently to the young man's plight before responding with gentle wisdom. "My dear friend," he said, his voice carrying the weight of years of contemplation, "when you look upon the river and see only its flaws, you must look deeper. The river reflects not only its own currents, but also the currents of your own heart and mind." The young man explained to the wise sage, "On the riverbank there stood my favorite tree, an apple tree that meant the world to me. It was more than just a tree, it was a friend. In autumn it gifted me with delicious fruit, in summer its branches provided cool shade, and in spring its blossoms painted a scene straight out of a dream. Even in the harsh grip of winter, a beautiful bird found refuge in its branches, and together we faced the cold. I took care of that tree like it was my own child, nurturing it with love and even building a cozy nest for the bird among its leaves. But then, one fateful day, disaster struck. The river, swollen with rain from a fierce storm, burst its banks and swallowed the tree's roots whole. I watched in horror as my beloved tree was ripped from the earth and carried away by the relentless current. The pain of that loss cut deep, like a knife to the heart. Not only had I lost a dear friend, but the bird had lost its home too. Every day since then has been filled with tears and regret. I blame myself for not being able to protect them, for failing to keep them safe from harm. But no matter how hard I cry or how much I wish for it, they will never return to me." "Let's go to my garden," said the wise old man, beckoning the young man to follow. As they stepped into the garden, the old sage gestured towards the variety of trees, some tall and ancient, others young and vibrant. "You see," the wise man began, "you had only one apple tree, but here in my garden there are cherries, figs, apricots, plums, and many more. Each tree brings its own beauty and bounty." With a smile, he continued, "I'll share seedlings with you. Plant them near your home and soon your garden will be teeming with life. Not just one bird, but flocks of them will visit your trees, filling the air with their sweet melodies." The wise man placed a hand on the young man's shoulder, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Your apple tree and your little bird have given you a precious experience, one you'll never forget. Now, armed with this knowledge, you know how to cultivate a garden where trees flourish and birds sing their songs just for you. Surround yourself with a variety of trees, each attracting different birds, the wise old man advised. Don't let your surroundings become barren from mourning what's lost. Nature abhors emptiness. Something new always emerges in place of what's gone. With a nod, the sage continued, "Show me where you live." Eagerly, the young man led the wise old man to his humble abode. The wise old man smiled warmly. "See, your river is like your life," he explained gently. "It may take things from you, but it also brings blessings in return. Life works in mysterious ways. It knows what it's doing." He gestured towards the water. "Imagine if lightning had struck your tree or worse, your house, but the river intervened, saving both in the nick of time. That's the river of life for you, providing exactly what's needed precisely when it's needed. Now look," he said, pointing towards a boat approaching the shore, carrying a beautiful girl. "Here comes an opportunity. Plant your garden with her, and alongside it your love and happiness will bloom." The sage's words resonated deeply with the young man. "Thank the river of life for its gifts," he concluded, "and release with calmness what it takes away. Trust in its wisdom, and you'll find peace." Sometime later, the young man returned to the wise old man's side, accompanied by his children who carried a basket brimming with all sorts of fruits. As they approached, colorful birds flitted around them, their melodious songs filling the air with joy and merriment. They say that time has a magical way of healing wounds, but the truth is, time doesn't heal wounds. It simply fills our lives with new experiences, responsibilities, and connections. When someone exits our life, it's a sign that they've given us all they can, and it's time to let go and move forward. So, rather than holding on to the past, we should thank them for the experiences they brought into our lives. Just like we can't step into the same river twice, we can't cling to moments that have passed. Instead, we should embrace the emptiness they leave behind as an opportunity for growth and renewal. Whether the ending was positive or negative, there will always be a sense of emptiness. But while the emptiness left by negative experiences may feel overwhelming, it's also a powerful catalyst for change. On the other hand, the void left by positive experiences can only be filled by seeking out new and better things. As Ernest Hemingway once said, "There's nothing more potent than an emptiness waiting to be filled." This sentiment echoes the wisdom of ancient Chinese philosophers who recognized that emptiness is a driving force behind human creativity and innovation. So rather than fearing emptiness, we should embrace it as a source of inspiration and motivation to seek out new adventures and experiences. As we navigate the intricate pathways of life and we face life's twists and turns, we may encounter individuals who were once integral parts of our story, but chose to depart, leaving behind a void tinged with sadness and confusion. However, as time passes and wounds begin to heal, we may find ourselves unexpectedly face to face with these very individuals once again. In that moment, amidst the swirl of emotions, perhaps surprise, nostalgia, or even forgiveness, we may experience a glimmer of joy at the prospect of reconnecting with someone from our past. Yet as we reflect on the journey that brought us to this point, a deeper understanding begins to emerge. We come to realize that the departure of these individuals, though initially painful and bewildering, was not an act of randomness but rather a necessary part of life's unfolding. Each person who enters our lives, no matter how fleeting their presence may be, serves a purpose, a lesson to be learned, a chapter to be written, or a path to be redirected. In the aftermath of their departure, life has a curious way of filling the void left behind with new connections, ones that resonate more deeply with our true selves. These are the relationships that stand the test of time, founded on a genuine appreciation for who we are and a shared journey of growth and understanding. It is through these connections that we come to understand the ultimate wisdom and justice of our existence. For in the tapestry of life, every thread has its place, every departure its purpose, and every encounter its lesson. As we embrace the ebb and flow of relationships, we come to realize that each departure paves the way for something new and transformative to enter our lives. And it is in this continuous cycle of growth and renewal that we find the true essence of our journey, an ever-evolving narrative guided by the wisdom of the past and the promise of the future. This story teaches us that life is a continuous journey of loss and discovery. It reminds us that while we may experience pain and heartache when faced with departures and endings, these experiences are essential for growth and renewal. It serves as a poignant reminder that our journey is not defined solely by the people and experiences we hold dear, but by our ability to navigate the ever-changing currents of existence with grace and resilience. Through the young man's encounter with the wise sage, we learn that while loss may leave us feeling bereft and adrift, it also opens the door to new opportunities and beginnings. The departure of loved ones, whether through choice or circumstance, serves as a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. It teaches us to release our grip on the past, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to embrace the uncertainty of the future with open arms. Moreover, the story underscores the importance of gratitude and acceptance in the face of adversity. By expressing appreciation for the lessons learned and the experiences shared, we honor the role that each individual and encounter has played in shaping our journey. We come to understand that every departure, no matter how painful, is a necessary step on the path towards self-discovery and fulfillment. Ultimately, the key to finding happiness lies not in clinging to what is lost, but in embracing the present moment and trusting in the inherent wisdom of life's unfolding. Through resilience, openness, and a willingness to embrace change, we cultivate the capacity to navigate life's rivers with grace and resilience. In doing so, we unlock the door to a future filled with possibility, growth, and boundless potential.